Welcome back, y'all. Dress to Impress recently dropped part 1 of the highly anticipated summer update this past weekend. So I want to go ahead and do a little review video just to go over the pros and cons and give my 2 cents that nobody asked for. Now there have been a lot of mixed opinions in the community as per usual, but overall I've seen a lot of players saying they're really happy with the new update. And honestly y'all, this is probably the first update where I don't see anyone complaining about the new items. I'm sure there are people out there that dislike some of the stuff we got, but it seems like the majority of the fans are loving the new pieces. Well, actually, I have seen a couple of people talking about the Trendsetter rework, but I'll talk about that later. I've also seen a lot of people happy about the new free play areas, the OG map making a comeback, and several other features that improve the gameplay. However, there are a couple of things that have players upset. One of the biggest examples being the seashell currency. Out of all the complaints I've seen, this is the main one. I've seen both players who love and dislike the update discussing the seashell currency problem. So of course we'll talk about this as well. Now this is a review video, so I will be giving my personal opinions on everything. Some of the things I like, others won't, and vice versa, which is 100% okay. Also, just a reminder, this is part 1 of the summer update. Part 2 will release this Saturday, July 5th. So there is a possibility that new features get added that could fix some of the issues players are mentioning. Anyways, before we start, please be respectful in the comments. I know some of y'all probably got a lot to say, but as always, keep it cute or you'll get the boot. Lastly, I finally posted my first video on my second channel. I played a game called Boba Tea Shop and it was crazy. I honestly had so much fun filming it, and it's been nice seeing how many people enjoyed the video. If you want to show it some love and support, please check out the video. The link is in the description. With that being said, let's go ahead and start off with the first section. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is read the update log. I'm gonna be 100% honest when I say this. I rarely read the update log. The truth is finally out, and it's not because I hate reading or anything like that. I'm just really impatient and I just want to play the game. Let me know in the comments down below if you actually read the update log. Anyways, in the update log it says they added the old dressing room, the old summer lobby, 6 new non-VIP clothes, 4 non-VIP accessories, 4 new VIP clothes, and 2 new VIP accessories. We also got 5 new preset faces, 19 custom makeup options, and 6 hairstyles. And as I mentioned earlier, they added the daily task system and the baddie pass. They also changed the way the system menu works. So pretty much what they did is they put the speed, duo, server settings, and photo mode under one button. And of course, they added the special mermaid round, which only activates every 3 hours. And in order for players to get the tail, they have to get podium. Another big thing that got added to the game is the seashell currency. How y'all doing? This currency can be earned by completing daily tasks and leveling up in the baddie pass. Some of the items that require the seashell currency are the tropical set, butterfly corset, the crochet top, and the Ivy League walk pack. The devs also added tanning boosts to VIP, the ability to favorite hair, Lana's meme board, and lastly, free play got a bunch of new stuff such as interactable areas and items, and a dressing booth so that way it's easier to change outfits. And that's everything that got added in part 1. Now that I'm done with that, let me go ahead and talk about the things that I love about the update. First off, I absolutely love every single piece of clothing we got. Everything is so well made, and honestly, I feel like all these items are really good for layering. Out of everything, my favorite is the tropical set. Now, if you ask me if I own it, no, but I've seen so many people wear it and I'm like seething with jealousy because I need it desperately. Don't come for me in the comments, y'all. I literally haven't bought anything with the seashell currency, specifically because I'm saving up for this set. Anyways, another thing I love about the update is the new hairstyles we got. They're great for making new hair combos. I've literally been using this ponytail for almost every combo I make. As for the new patterns, I think they're super cute, but I really wish that DTI would add more normal patterns. And by that, I mean casual patterns. Another thing I love about the update is the fact that the OG map made a comeback. It's so nostalgic to play in it. Obviously, it's not exactly the same, but I love it. I don't care. I've seen a lot of players happy about this, this, not just because it's the OG map, but because they didn't like the fact the other one was too big. Now it feels like it's way easier to get to items. Well, maybe for everybody else, but right now I'm super lost. I don't know about y'all, but free play mode is super peak right now. Like, all the new stuff they added is amazing. Low key, I kind of want to make some role playing shorts in the future. I just gotta figure out how to do it. Let me stop playing like I don't know. I literally used to make these cringe videos on Brookhaven. Don't go looking for them, I will cry. Anyways, my absolute most favorite thing that got added to the game is the baddie pass and the daily tasks. I've literally been wanting this for months, and the way the devs went about it is perfect. Now there's a few things that I don't like, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now some of the smaller things that I enjoyed about the update are the new reworks we got, the OG Mary Jane's making a comeback, and of course the Twitch collab was amazing. Now I know what some of y'all are gonna say. It was a little stressful getting the Twitch wings, specifically because you would put the code in and it wouldn't work, but it got fixed, so it's all okay. Also, the fact that you can redeem one code 10 times is incredible. I actually gave my code away earlier this week. Let me know in the comments if you were one of those people who got to redeem my code. Now I'm not gonna give my final verdict yet, I'm gonna save that for the end, but let's go ahead and move on to the next section where I'll talk about the problems with the update. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the new setting menu. It's a really small thing, but I preferred when the speed button was outside of the menu. It just felt a little more convenient. And if I'm being honest, I preferred when the server menu was on the side or on the top of the screen. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but sometimes I get confused with the server button and the settings button. And it's because both of them have that gear icon on it. So I'm like always choosing the wrong one, but it's probably just me. The next one is also small, but I wish we had got more custom makeup options. Specifically for me, I would have loved to see more realistic eyes, or maybe not realistic, but more sharp eyes would have been cool. But it is the first part of the update, so maybe over the weekend we'll get something else. I don't know though. Now the next one, I didn't even notice until people pointed it out, but there were a couple of hairstyles that got removed after the update dropped, and the few that got removed were the most popular ones for hair combos, so the community was in shambles about it. But I remember seeing B Play say it was an accident and that they would get re-added, and as of right now it seems that they did get added back. I figured it wasn't on purpose, but so many people were saying that they did it without asking the community, blah blah blah. But I feel like the devs know that if they remove something, people will immediately notice and make it a big deal, and typically they'll let us know ahead of time if they're planning to remove something, or they'll even take the time to ask the community if it should be removed. Now another thing that's been happening is that there's a bug when it comes to seeing the culture items. In case players watching don't know, they got rid of the seasonal chest and put everything in the dressing room. But at the time, for me personally, the culture button would not work and I couldn't see any of the items. And I think for some people, they couldn't see the pedal update items. Now it was a known bug, so it got fixed pretty fast, but I still see a few people experiencing the bug on Reddit. But personally on my end, it has been fixed, which I'm super happy about, because the way I did not have access to the flamenco sleeves, it was truly a crime. But honestly, it just goes to show that I rely way too much on those sleeves. Okay, this next one, nobody get mad at me, but I'm kind of sad that the Trendsetter rework doesn't allow patterns, and I swear y'all, I've tried. I changed it to matte, denim, leather, metallic, everything, but it does not allow you to put patterns. If somebody happens to know how to put patterns on it, let me know. But as of right now, it's not an option, and it kind of makes me sad. But besides that, I like the rework on its own. I have seen some people say they hate it or that they miss the old one. The main thing I've seen people say is that they don't like the ruffles on it. Personally, I like them, but please let me add patterns. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the mermaid rounds. In my humble opinion, I feel like 3 hours is too far apart. Maybe every 2 hours or hour and a half would be kind of cool, but believe it or not, I've seen people say that 3 hours is too frequent, which is kind of crazy because 3 hours is 3 hours. It truly feels like an eternity, especially when you're trying to get the mermaid tail. But I don't have to worry about that anymore because my wonderful community helped me get it. And yes, I know my outfit was trash, but I really appreciate it. Now this next one is something I've seen the community talk about, but a lot of players feel like the baddie pass and the quest have made unfair voting worse, which I'm not gonna lie, it's probably happening. But to be honest, I can't tell the difference because unfair voting has been going on for so long, but I'm sure there are people who are like cheating cheating so they can get their quests done. But since we are on the topic of quests, there are some that are kind of annoying, specifically the ones that require you to have a duo. Like if I have to rely on somebody else, it's over for me. I also think there's a quest that requires you to get first place, which honestly, yeah, it can be hard because people just do not want to vote you. Now, something else regarding the quest is that it doesn't give enough seashell currency, which actually ties into the last issue with the update. Pretty much everybody's been talking about the seashell currency problem. I actually remember a few people bringing it up during my stream this past weekend. At first, I didn't know what they were talking about, but somebody broke it down for me and explained that the amount of seashells we get from quest and the baddie pass isn't enough to purchase all the items that require it. Now, I saw a few people do the calculations online, but I decided to do it on my own as well. So if you're a VIP player, you can get up to 1,800 seashells from the baddie pass, but if you're not VIP, you can only get 950 from the baddie pass. And all players are able to earn 35 seashells from completing their daily tasks. Now, the total cost of all the items without the walk pack is 3,450. Now, nobody make fun of me, math is not my forte. Let me know if my calculations are wrong, but based on what I did, if a VIP player were to play every day, it would take 47 days to get all the items, and it would take a non-VIP player 71 days. I might be completely wrong, but let me know in the comments. Now, I believe the dev said that in the second part of the update, there will be more options on how to get seashell currency. My guess is that you're able to get seashells from playing the Lana quest, or maybe that new game mode that Emoye was talking about in the Q&A will get added. But take my word with a grain of salt because I literally have no clue. Personally, I have hope that the second part of the update is going to fix the issue, so we'll just have to wait and see. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the last section. Personally, I think this update is great. So many of my wishlist requests were answered, such as quests being added and the trendsetter rework. Honestly, for me, the highlight of this update is the baddie pass. It's a really fun feature and I love the name. There's a couple of things that I feel could make it a little better, like increasing the reward amount for pink cash and stars, but overall the concept is amazing. Besides that, I'm happy that I finally got the mermaid tail that I missed out on last year. I never thought I'd see it again, so I'm super happy. I know some people are upset because they still haven't got it, and to be honest, that's valid because it's so hard to get podium sometimes, especially the way voting is recently. Sometimes it actually does feel impossible. Also, y'all, the Twitch collab is so good and it was a huge success. It was really nice seeing how the community came through for different DTI creators, and I'm glad so many people were able to get their codes. It's also cool that they made it to where you can use it up to 10 times. I've seen so many people in the community share their code online and it's honestly so sweet. Anyways, besides all the issues regarding the update such as the seashell currency and whatnot, part 1 of the DTI summer update is a solid 8 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I have a feeling that part 2 is gonna clear, especially since we're finally getting a new Lana quest. Even if you don't like the Lana lore, at least you can enjoy the rewards that come with completing it. The devs actually released a trailer for the quest yesterday and it looks so good. I genuinely can't wait to play it this weekend. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the update. What do you love about it and what do you dislike? Also, are you excited for part 2? By the way, real quick, thank you everyone who came through to the streams this past weekend. I've never had so many viewers before on Twitch, so y'all helped me hit a milestone. I'm forever grateful to all my shroomies out there. Y'all the realest. Okay, bye. See you in the next one. Bye. Okay, bye. See you. Bye.